set this.
Okay. And you guys tell me when you want me to try the deal.
It's okay if I set stuff on
Yeah.
here?
Oh yeah, I am. I got some cool stuff.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Here on Easter weekend, this is Bill Potts with Clearwater Marine Aquarium, but clearly not at Clearwater Marine Aquarium. I'm here with the Owl's Nest. You remember Abe and Snug from a previous video. These are rescued river otters. Well, as you can see, there's more than just Abe and Snug here today. We have 7 rescued river otters. Remember, they're called kits. And what happens is they get separated from their mom. They generally live with their in the den for a couple months, and they live with their mom for a long time. And there we have Abe. We have Chris and Sarah from Owl's Nest here. And what we're doing here is we're feeding these rescued river otters. The goal is to get all of these rescued river otters back home to the wild. However, that might not be till May or June, so we've got a couple months. You can see how excited they are. Those are Easter eggs, and inside those Easter eggs would be fish, tilapia and sunfish.
Oh, somebody figured it out quick. There we go. No, the little guy. He got it cracked open quick.
And Chris, how often do they get to eat? How many times a day?
They're getting 2 large meals every day. We come in. We obviously have to get them in away from the doors. We've trained them for that already. And then they get 2 servings. They're getting rainbow trout. They're getting silver sides. And then they are getting donation fish. So it's native coming out of the ponds, the native freshwater fish from the area.
Yes, and you guys, one thing that you can do for the Owl's Nest and to help us at Clearwater Marine Aquarium make sure these guys have what they need would be to click on the link in the comments section, and they need some fish to eat. They need some freshwater fish. So if there's fishermen out there, the tilapia and sunfish, click on the link, and the Owl's Nest could use that help. These guys eat a lot, as you can see. You can see how big Abe has become. They're well cared for with the Owl's Nest.
Yes, they have voracious appetites. They eat all day long if they wanted to, and to keep up with the amount of food that they need is amazing for us. It's a little at times stressful because we worry about where the fish is coming from because we have to remember all the other babies we take care of. So anybody that can help us catch tilapia and sunfish and catfish, just give us a message and we will get with you and figure out how to get the fish.
You can also click on the link on the Owl's Nest piece to look at the webcams. You can see these 7 as they grow up prior to their release back out into the wild. So we're really fortunate that the Clearwater Marine Aquarium works with the Owl's Nest so that these guys can be rehabilitated and get back out into the wild. Last year, the Owl's Nest released 6 river otters north of here. We're about 35 miles north of the #1 beach in the U.S., Clearwater, where these folks are being taken care of. They're pretty cute. We don't have names for all of them. We've got Abe, we've got Snug, we've got Pipsqueak. We probably have a Nugget, a Bean, a Cutie. So we'll just make them up as we go. But as you can see, they are adorable. They are smart. They
Like those teeth?
open the eggs. Look how they eat.
Look at those canines. This is why you never go up on an otter, is those teeth.
And what Chris is saying, if you can't hear it, is they are ridiculously adorable. However, they're not meant to be handled by humans at all. They have sharp teeth. They're wild animals. They need to be in the wild. Chris and Sarah are both trained and permitted by the Fish and Wildlife Commission, so they are experts in what they do. As a matter of fact, Chris has been doing this since 1991, so she knows a lot about otters, and the Owl's Nest has been working with these river otters since 2000 and for 4 years, so since 2014.
It's all over you. You gotta be Pipsqueak. You do. Hi. Are you my Pipsqueak? Yeah. I would suppose so. Okay, I won't touch you.
That is Pipsqueak there with Chris.
Thank you. Thank you for that. He's actually come a long way, you can say, that he was obviously raised by somebody, Dr. Pete thinks, for the first couple weeks, and We were looking for a home, and it seems like he's turned the corner right now. He's hanging out with them more. He's not as nervous as he was. I'm surprised he greeted me, but now he's done. Didn't want me touching him, so that's a good sign. And so we're hoping. We always keep going towards release no matter what. We don't give up. So he's showing me that he can go that way.
And there's various reasons why these otters have been rescued. Clearly, they've all been separated from their mothers and their brothers and their sisters for some reason. Sometimes it's crossing a road. Sometimes they get behind when they're following their mother somewhere. And we're fortunate there's a lot of good Samaritans in Florida that know what to do, and they know who to call. And thankfully, there's people like Chris and Sarah that can rehabilitate these river otters so they can get back home.
And the big announcement is that if everybody might ask, Snug, who had the leg problem before, Dr. Pete did look at him at Bush about a week or so ago, and it's completely healed. The growth plate grew back in perfectly, and he's good to go.
That's awesome. So all these 7 river otters will be able to be released sometime in May or June when Chris and Sarah decide that they are ready to go home, which means they're eating on their own. Their injuries are healed, like with Snug, Abe, and they're ready to go.
You look pretty cute in that dish. It's right in perfectly.
Abe, that we brought into the aquarium, is clearly the largest. So we're going to guess Abe is maybe 3 months.
About 9 weeks. Right now.
9 weeks old.
They range from 9 weeks to 6 weeks.
So 9 weeks to 6 weeks.
They're about 6 weeks now.
Three of them came in together.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. This is Snug. Be nice.
Which one's Snug?
This is Snug. And we're going to fight over the last fish. This one definitely had some separation problem, and he came a long way too. We were worried about him. He was very sick when he came in, and we got him on track. Pipsqueak. And we did name the 3 triplets, but I can't remember their names other than Oscar. So, but only one little girl, in case anybody's wondering.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. Chris, thank you. Sarah, thank you. We really appreciate you being with us on this journey of rescue, rehab, and release. We're going to head back. We're going to head back to the aquarium now, where we're going to see our other rescued animals: Winter, Hope, Mavis, Wally, Rufus, and some others. So thank you so much for tuning in. Follow the progress of Abe and these otters on seawinter.com as well as on Facebook. Thank you so much.